Because Himmel is rotting in the ground.
Thank you for saying that. You've
That was gonna be
reminded
easier to
me that
beat the
demons are
fuck
just
out of you.
monsters. So I can kill you without mercy.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 1, Episode 9 of Frieren, or The Guillotine. Finally!
Oh yeah.
We've been hearing about this lady.
Yes, and we love an episode where it's just the title of a character because you just know it's going to cook every
Perfect.
time.
Just give me the episode.
Yes.
I just want to watch.
Yeah.
I'm locked in.
Absolutely. And if you're excited for more episodes of Frieren, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see like the next 11 episodes ahead, check out the Patreon link in the description below where those episodes and the rest of these series are all posted in their extended full-length forms. Are we excited for episode 9 of Frieren?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
Of course. I remember now.
Wonder how he ever forgot.
Right?
The mage who
must
made
not have
great
cared that much.
contributions to humanity's analysis of Zoltrak, and sent more demons to the grave than anyone else in history.
Hell yeah.
She looks so menacing in
Frieren
this.
the Slayer.
Frieren the Slayer. One of the geniuses I despise.
Being a genius and having that much time is, I guess that's how you become the GOAT.
Yeah.
It's important that you rest for the time being. I appreciate it.
Glad he made it.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa there! You doing okay?
I will survive, but only because of you two. I'm grateful. I'll pardon your companion for her
His
actions
back was
as well.
swole as hell.
She was right
Yeah.
to take a stand when she did.
Which means nothing's stopping Frieren from coming back. The peace envoy's as good as dead.
Also, please know that Mistress Frieren didn't kill your guard.
I am aware. The demons are to blame.
He deduced that.
Mm-hmm.
More
I like that they
importantly,
gave him that.
You said this woman's name is Frieren,
Yes.
which almost certainly makes her the elven mage who adventured with the hero. I've committed a grave discourtesy against her.
Like, the hero is Himmel.
Mhm.
Like, he's just known as the hero.
Right.
My family owes a debt to that great band of heroes. During my grandfather's rule, this town was attacked by demons. Frieren and her comrades drove them off and saved our people. That same enemy has returned. Aura, one of the 7 sages of destruction.
It's been a while, Aura.
80 years. The decades fly by, don't they, Frieren?
Whoa.
No doubt you plan to attack the town ahead. But I'd appreciate it if you turn back now.
That won't do.
Why not?
Whoa.
Oh.
Huh.
Try again.
Because I carry an advantage that assures my success.
Did that work last time?
You have more puppets than before. Your magic must be unbelievably powerful if you're able to control this many at once. I'm sure no human could even begin to dream of wielding such might. But this dark magic is enough to make me vomit. It's disgusting.
Vomit? You wound me. It took a lot of work to gather such an army.
All right, Lelouch. Oh,
The
they're wearing the
necklace.
crest.
Some of those crests. Right then. It seems
Oh,
my best
no.
option is to kill you once and for all.
This is a very diplomatic
Scales of
conversation.
obedience. They're why we haven't been able to defeat Aura over the years.
Oh.
Her magic allows her to control a person's will, forces them to obey her every command.
Oh.
Whoa.
We believe Aura places her soul and the soul of her target on the scales, then weighs them against each other. Whoever has greater mana gains control of the other, turning them into a puppet for all eternity,
Wow.
until their body withers away.
But if someone has more mana than Aura, they could theoretically control Aura. Seems like a dumb thing to try with Frieren.
Yeah, but here's the other thing. Check out, first of all, this is his son. That's the sword.
Oh, yeah.
So we know because he talked about, like, it was such a subtle way to tell us, but this scene here is of
Aura
the son.
places her
Right.
soul and the soul of her target on the scales.
And this is how he lost his son.
Against each other. Whoever has greater mana gains control of the other, turning them into a puppet for all eternity, until their body withers away and only armor remains. The risk involved makes the spell powerful, and when it's cast by someone as mighty as Aura, it cannot be overcome.
Yeah. So it's like a trump card to everybody but Frieren.
Aura's strength seems unbeatable, but the scales themselves are fair, impartial judges. If a soul with greater mana than Aura's were to be placed upon them, she could be defeated.
But we're putting bets on it. Frieren has higher mana than her.
100%.
Yeah.
If a soul
She's
with
no
greater
this
mana
is-
than Aura's
everyone.
were to be
Seems
placed upon them,
textbook hubris.
she could be defeated.
Like, oh yeah, I totally have more mana than her.
We'll
What are
see.
you talking about?
According to what we know, that has yet to happen once in the last
Yeah, nobody-
500 years.
I mean, nobody's ever done
500
seen her
years?
before.
Sage of destruction.
Didn't she... Haven't they fought already, though?
To stand against her.
Yeah, she fought against her. She must not have used the guillotine for fear, or use that for fear of losing the fear.
Okay,
I bet.
okay.
Because you're not going to. If I'm her, you're going to use all these puppets you have. and
Everything
not-
else.
Yeah,
Right, yeah. Okay.
and maybe you try to exhaust her mana so that you have more.
Oh, that can be drained?
I think so. There's a few ways of looking at this. Mana, as I know it in most like video games, is you have like a bar, and as you use it, it goes down, and then if you consume magic items or sleep, it'll like come back. But mana here also does seem to maybe be just a classification of being, like what your power level is. If it's power level, then it wouldn't be drained, but I think possibly it could be whoever has higher magic reserves at that point.
Interesting.
Maybe. We'll see.
In the last
Just let it play out.
500 years, ever since she became a sage of destruction.
You mean there's no way for us to stand against her?
Once upon a time, there was. Those with fierce determination were able to temporarily resist Aura's.
Oh.
He or
Warriors
his son
who had
resisted.
wills forged of iron, the greatest
All right.
among us,
But even then, it was temporary.
which made them her primary targets. They stood
Horrible.
in her way, threatened her victory. When she finally broke them, Aura the Guillotine made certain they would no longer pose a threat to her. It's a tragic tale.
Made sure they would no longer took them out, or made them like
Well,
even better
haven't
puppets.
I impressed you with my immortal soldiers?
Not quite. Whoa.
Wow.
I don't know what happened, but I like it.
It's very cool.
My, this is a surprise. You dispelled the magic I used to control them.
She can cancel
no
it.
one's ever done that before. Such a formidable act must consume a monumental amount of mana, though. Leaving
Yep.
you
Okay.
Gotta try to drain her.
exhausted. The last time you faced me, you were casting flashy spells left and right.
Himmel scolded me after that battle.
You're holding back for him. I don't see why his words should matter to you.
Why wouldn't they?
Because Himmel is rotting in the ground.
Thank you for saying that.
That was gonna be easier to beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill
Oh,
you without mercy.
There we go.
thank you for saying that. Is crazy. Her
You made
ener-
my job easier.
I'm sorry. The energy she said that line with was cold.
It's so cool.
like, dang.
Yeah.
I got like chills there.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Father, this place is safe, right?
Yes. There's a defensive barrier around the church, though it's not as powerful as the towns, I'm afraid.
Got it. Get off. You wait here.
Not so fast. What do you plan to do, Brad?
We may have escaped the demons, but they're still out there plotting somewhere.
Mr. Stark.
What the hell? Why did they animate that so well? Like, are you seeing this?
Yeah.
Look at this. Just.
We may have escaped the demons, but they're still out there plotting somewhere.
Wow.
That's called
Mr.
character
Stark.
animation.
Be reasonable.
I love it.
We only injured that demon before because we took him by surprise. Even with that advantage, we couldn't finish him off. If we had kept fighting those two, we would have been the ones who were killed.
I don't buy that.
Someone's got to step up and try to stop them.
But you're right. Let me do this with you.
No. You need to head to the guard station. Start evacuating the townsfolk.
No, you'll die.
Go out there alone?
Yeah. No sweat. I'll swallow my pride and beg Frieren to return.
All right.
That's not quite bravery.
He's obviously the only person around who can defeat Lugnir.
Aw, you seem so cool,
What I was
buddy.
expecting.
And then immediately lost it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Exactly what I was thinking. It's like, dang, he overcame his problems real quick.
Guards will
So
listen to you
brave.
If you show them this crest.
Very well.
I'm heading out of town. What is it?
Your arm. It's all covered in blood.
Nah, they're gonna fight up here right
Worried
now.
They'll question you at the gate?
I'll be
It's his
fine.
blood. They're tracked. They're being
Comes with
tracked.
a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's not that much.
I've never seen a warrior walk through town with two bloody hands. You look like a murderer.
You're one to talk. I've got just as much on you as I do.
Not a great look.
Wait, whose blood is this? Couldn't be mine.
Take it off. They're tracking you.
What is the matter with you?
There's mana in this blood.
Yep. Oh.
Fuck. If they had figured this out 20 minutes ago.
Oh.
An axe?
Oh. She has an axe too.
Ooh.
Are they gonna have a little duel here?
Axe fight?
I like it.
I've got to be dreaming or something. Because that looked like my master's technique.
Whoa.
Oh.
I meant to hit your vitals, but you're faster than I expected. It truly wasn't my intention to make you suffer.
He's still making his limb appear.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you look so shocked? Did you think your attack had killed me? That I was mortally wounded? No. You're surprised
Kinda.
you didn't sense us as we approached. You aren't
I bet
unique
it's
in
none
your
of this.
ability to conceal your presence. It's a simple matter of controlling one's mana. Any demon can do the same, should they wish. To be fair, it's hardly a noble way to approach a battle between two mages, but these things happen.
You like to hear yourself talk? Didn't you come here to kill me?
True, but seeing as you're still alive, I might as well ask a few questions. Unless, of course, you're in a hurry to die.
Go on.
How strong is that boy?
He's Aizen the Warrior's best student.
I see. How unfortunate. The poor thing will die a torturous death. Lenya likes to take her time.
And why does she have his master's
One
technique?
last thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Frieren hiding?
Can she imitate other people's techniques?
She
Like a
fled town
copy
after
quirk?
escaping.
Yeah.
Yikes.
She had to, because you killed the dungeon guard.
Graf Granet blamed me for that as well. Is it really such a serious offense?
The penalty's death.
Still, a woman like Frieren wouldn't flee because of such a danger. It's obvious she holds a grudge against demons. One so spiteful she taught her student a spell designed solely to kill us.
She kind of was getting it on her own, though.
She would not run away.
Oh,
She left for another reason.
He's distracted.
is it moving? Yeah.
Oh, get it.
Left to go get your boss. Yeah.
Do not take another step. I suspect you know exactly where she's headed. Explain.
She used the force.
You're wasting your time.
You were lying when you said your intent wasn't for me to suffer. That attack was never meant to kill me. It was revenge for catching you off guard. You are a proud and arrogant demon. So sure of your strength that you see
Nailed
Mistress
it.
Frieren as the only threat in your way. Underestimating me has put you in a dire predicament. From this distance, I can blast a hole clean through your heart.
Try it.
Can we do it then, maybe?
Your head will
Try
fly
it?
before you get the chance.
What's she gonna do?
Mistress Frieren, am I of any real use to you?
Why would you ask such a thing?
I'm not as skilled with magic as you are. That's more than apparent.
I've lived many, many more years than you have.
More great
You
animation.
can't hope to catch up to me. Of course, that only applies to your technique and your mana reserves. I often let you handle monsters. You prove yourself in those battles.
Yes, you force me to fight them often.
Apologies. Battles end sooner whenever you fight by my side. You fire off spells much faster than I do.
Human.
Oh.
I've dedicated the majority of my life to the pursuit of magic.
As have I.
So she's faster than Frieren, maybe. They both dedicate what life they
Oh,
have.
God.
Oh!
Who's faster?
How is she responding so quickly?
Whoa!
If I hadn't acted reflexively, that would have pierced my heart.
You
Unreal.
blocked my attack, which must mean your heart is your weak point.
This girl.
I
Interesting.
love this.
You weren't lying about dedicating your life to magic. That's good. I won't need to hold back in this fight.
Whoa. What did he say? Bluterai. Something blood.
Yeah,
Sounds
probably.
Like we've gotten started.
Maybe we should
That
start
makes me a
too.
little bit jealous. Our fight is all but over.
Oh,
Whoa.
Perhaps I'll observe their battle from afar. Lord Lugnia gets cross when I interfere.
Did she fuck him up that easily?
I mean, she already launched him out. Or has there been more since then?
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Aren't you tough? Perhaps this will be amusing.
Whoa.
Whoa.
My mana, technique, and control are all far superior to hers.
And yet here we are, so how's that?
Whoa. Look at her go.
Wow.
Oh my god, this looks insane.
It's incredible.
She can't compare to me in any way. The very thought of it is ridiculous.
Okay.
She is fast.
Yeah, that'll get you places.
I'll give her that.
Sheer number of her attacks.
Whoa. Oh my god.
Amazing.
Frieren, how did you train this girl to put up such a fight?
Goodness
Because she's
gracious.
better than you in every single way.
Well,
She
not
was also
not any but
smarter.
speed, but we'll take it. Like he's like, I have literally more experience, more mana reserves, more magic, more, and she's just quick and a lot of spells. And you know what?
Put up such a fight.
Hell yeah. Or maybe he's wrong.
It's no matter. She'll exhaust her mana soon.
They keep saying that.
Yeah. Sounds like coping to me.
On second
She's looking a
thought,
little like Frieren.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can wait her out.
Got him.
If I can just create an opening.
we're not even hearing from her head. That's how controlling she is.
Yeah.
Hurry up and kill that boy!
In control. He needs
He's
help.
calling her in.
The human wants to
Wait, and
defend
she was
my
like,
son.
he hates
He's
when I
refusing to do anything
when I
but
butt
defend
in.
himself.
So he's never needed help before, apparently.
Yeah. And he's also only defending himself, not fighting back.
Yeah.
He's refusing to do anything but defend himself.
Sorry you're bored.
Oh.
No.
Oh no.
I don't understand the
Fuck.
way you're fighting. Your technique is like my master's.
I'm exceptional at reading the mana in other people. My specialty is memorizing the way it flows inside of a person as they move, which allows me to imitate them. Just like this.
Who did she imitate there? A guard? Wait. Did she imitate the guy from earlier that they hurt? Like the captain? Who is this guy?
Inside of a person as they move.
No, that's just a knight.
Just like a random
with the white
sword
cloak.
fighter?
We'll keep an eye out for that person.
Okay.
We see him like later. They like to drop little nuggets like that. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, like that looks crazy.
That is crazy.
All right, dodging.
That was lucky though, another half
I
inch.
recognized your technique the moment you attacked us at the mansion. Because I memorized it years ago.
Wow.
Warrior fight.
Oh, she was just a kid.
Yeah.
What an odd coincidence. Fate is a funny thing.
That is strange.
So she uses this style a lot because it's just a strong style.
I'm going to take your life using the warrior's movements.
Whoa.
If I am dreaming, then this is a nightmare.
Gonna kill him with his own master's technique.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The force of that? Like it's scorpioned him.
There,
That
he's
was
finally
crazy.
fallen. I should go back. I don't want to upset Lord Ludnia.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Is that it?
Get up, buddy. You got this.
How it ends?
He's almost lost his arm.
It's just a flesh wound.
Stand up, Stark. Find the strength. No matter how battered you get, you cannot fall.
Why do we keep sparring like this? No matter how
Just
hard I
smacks
try,
him
I'm
with
not
the
going to
stick.
beat you.
Yeah.
Of course not. I'm far stronger than you are.
Then what's the point?
You're back on your feet, aren't you? You haven't lost yet.
That makes no sense.
Listen, Stark. I'll teach you the secret to defeating powerful opponents. All you have to do is keep getting back up and hitting your enemy. Understand? The winner is the warrior who's still on their feet at the end.
Profound.
Just don't give up.
Like it was so easy, Master. You and your crazy logic.
Hmm.
You should have
Oh,
trained
right.
your brain as much as your body.
A smarter person would have stayed in the dirt. I've already defeated you.
Yet here I am still standing.
All right.
Now that I think about it, my master's blows were heavier than yours. You're just the poor imitation of a great warrior.
Imitation or not, I'll still be the death of you. Your
Whoa.
lesson.
Jeez. Whoa.
Whoa.
My god. I have goosebumps.
Come on.
With no regard for defense. Idiot.
Oh. But it'll land it.
When I saw how you fought, I was prepared for us both to kill each other. But your attacks don't have any weight behind them.
Oh. So she couldn't get through.
Lightning strike!
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. He did it?
Yeah. That was lightning.
Zoltrak.
Yeah.
done.
That's what I thought.
Oh, look at this.
Hell yeah.
Good night.
Designed to kill demons.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
All right.
As you can see, I win. I shall consider it an honor to sever the head of the Slayer myself.
You're about to get destroyed.
Come on.
She also said that Himmel was in the ground.
Here we go. Here we go.
The scales are starting to tip in her direction.
You're the one who
What?
opted to gamble with my soul. Aura, I would have been in real trouble if you had tried to overwhelm me with numbers. I'm grateful.
I was this called Aura the Guillotine, but the episode was amazing.
Good question. Well,
They fought earlier
right.
on, but hey, what a
Works for
showing
me.
by Stark and
Fern.
Fern. The way she got it by simply just overwhelming him with speed and he got distracted.
Too fast and too many.
Yep, and then Stark just realized she didn't have power behind her strike, so like she should have had a killing blow back then and couldn't do it. Well, I think that was also really well demonstrated because like when she held the axe, it fell into the ground.
Also true.
And like held all that dirt on it, which
up.
was incredibly well animated for no reason.
Yeah.
The
reason is it's sick.
And to convey that like this weapon is like she can't quite wield it with the same force of his master. So
Dexterity.
He took a slight blow to do a finishing blow.
Amazing.
Well, I cannot wait to see more, but we'll have to see how this goes. But if you enjoyed that episode of Frieren, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, along with episodes of all the other series we are watching right now, check out the Patreon link in the description below and join now to start watching them. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our incredible Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions we answer after every episode of any show we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1. Olivia asks, this is the first time we see Fern and Stark engage in real combat. What do you think about each of their approaches and attitudes towards their respective fights? Fern really walked into that fight like Frieren.
Yeah, that was amazing because I feel like there are components of the fight that were like things that made sense for their character, just like personality wise, that got brought into the fight, but also they've learned so much from Frieren and you could 100% see that, especially for Fern.
Yeah, Fern, I just feel like her attitude coming in, like she, before the fight was like, we couldn't take them, we would have died.
Yeah.
I think she's just not quite aware. I think in a sense it's rare that she's had the training wheels fully taken off.
100%. Like when you have someone so powerful like Frieren always there to back you up, you never know what you would have been able to accomplish by yourself, especially when like, even if Frieren weren't to do anything in a fight, just her presence makes such a difference that until you're fully just like thrown into the deep end, there's no way to know how strong you really are. Yeah, and I think that here it was shown like, I like how they played with the, first of all, we never even heard her thoughts. Like it was really just that
the
was
demon.
Cool.
Like they flipped it.
I wonder if we're gonna, like maybe next episode we see the fight from Fern's, like from inside Fern's head. I wouldn't be mad if we didn't though.
I don't think we will.
Yeah.
I think it was a distinctive choice to show like, nah, she's got this.
She's locked in.
And
she's fine. She's on her own.
And the aspect of like I have thousands of years and I have all this technique and she just
blah blah blah, shut up. Yeah,
like it's nice to see. Like I love shows where there's a fantastical magic system, but then there's also technique based logic that can be applied that gets around potentially overpowering things.
Totally.
Like just like Armin taking down the Colossal Titan, where you're just like, how the hell did that even happen?
It seems not possible, but then it's not just the show saying, we think it would be fun if this happened. Like they lay enough of a like background that it's like, okay, in the story, you've established that this is something that could happen.
Yeah, and I really like the way that Fern fought there. And then in terms of Stark, I mean, like he was fighting mainly defensively because like I think he's so used to sparring probably with his master that he would get beaten down a lot by that technique. But it was beautifully discovered that the weight and difference behind the strike was, and he could only discern that by getting up and being hit multiple times, is the weight.
Yeah,
and that's how he ended up winning.
Which is what he learned from his master. So
yeah,
very full circle fight for a lot of reasons for him.
Yeah, and I liked the exact way he won was because of like the only real difference between the master and her technique was the weight behind it.
Completely.
And that's how he won. It was great. And also the animation was just like
so good,
popping off.
Fern, like the Stark fight was amazing, but Fern with the beams of light and the blood, like I don't even know how to describe, web thing. I don't know. That was so cool.
And speaking of which, question 2, David Bodor asks, do you have any early theories on what Frieren and Fern might be doing differently than other mages?
That's such a good question.
Because the demon kept being like
this is different. This is a separate thing than what all the other mages are doing. I wonder if she's learning things and pulling inspiration from other fighting types, like as Frieren learned, like I'm I'm tying it in with the idea of like, just because humans don't live as long doesn't mean they don't have like a unique thing to contribute to elves. So as Frieren realized the things she missed about Himmel, or just like the fragility of human life, I don't know, she started like specifically noticing things that other individuals are good at that set them apart, and then trying to incorporate it into her own way of doing things.
Yeah, I'm still kind of like torn on what exactly the difference is. My thought is like almost like in the Karate Kid, the method which the Karate Kid ends up like making it through the tournament and like becoming very good at karate is his master's like getting him to do like chores, and it's like wax on, wax off, and he's like learning the movements to like, I'm imagining that like doing all these good things and good deeds and little spells here and there, and just the general knowledge of magic is maybe greater than a single spear, in that like you really have a massive toolkit. And maybe even it's almost like the same reason why you learn math in school, even if you don't have a math-based job, it's to train your brain to learn complex puzzles and
how
situations.
To put things together like
so
that.
Maybe the difference is because she knows so many weird different ways to use magic, that her ability, like her range of magic able to be accessed, or like the potency of it's increased by like the seasoning of different magics that she's learned, in a sense.
Yeah.
Rather than he's like, blood magic, that's it, nothing else.
And I've focused on it for however 1,000 years, and I've only focused on that. Like last episode, they made a point to kind of show how strange the demons thought the way that Frieren approached. Like, I have all the time in the world. Instead of focusing on this one thing, I'm gonna like go really shallow into everything else.
And yet,
and
she's
then the
like
way that
the most powerful, yeah.
The way that those things connect, I feel like maybe that has to do with what's causing such a massive power differential.
Yeah, that, or like, yeah, it'll be interesting to see exactly what that is.
Totally.
I'm excited. All right, let's go to our final question. Final question. Masa Shield asks, Frieren is one of the many shows that follows the overpowered main character trope, with like Frieren being just ridiculously
so much better than
like Gojo.
Yeah, right.
What differences do you see in this show's approach to its main cast, and did this episode change your opinion on any of the party members? So first of all, to the broken character thing, like I do think it's interesting to see like an All Might, a Gojo, like Yorichi from Demon Slayer, like the ancient Demon Slayer, like these characters that are like, this is the peak of everything, nobody can touch them.
Yeah.
And then
like it wouldn't make sense in the story for someone to come close to defeating them, because then it just feels like all the stuff they've been saying about how untouchable they are is just not true.
Well, that, as well as like you have to figure out ways to put your main cast other than them in situations where they're actually in danger and fighting people like this.
Yeah, to make it interesting.
But the interesting thing is, like it said about like, what do you think about the party members? I mean, it's not like Fern was struggling.
No, Fern really kicked ass that episode. That was amazing.
But in terms of like story, plot, like reasoning, and like the difference in approach to this versus like Jujutsu Kaisen, like I think that this is the equivalent of like Yuji getting taught by Gojo and then no diffing Jogo, like easily. Mm-hmm. And I think that what they're saying there is that like Frieren's magic is so much more powerful that like even the act of learning it can like make you above everybody else. Like it's a unique take. Like
it definitely is.
Because this takes the reality of, realistically, when you have a character that powerful, your party's gonna be okay, most likely. Like if All Might was full power there, it'd be kind of BS when people would beat him or something. The only one was All for One, and it was because All Might was even depowered by about to fall out of like. And with Gojo, like it took so many things to bring it together. But with this show, maybe they're saying like, no, they're not going to get overpowered. It's about the growth of the characters into their roles. Like it's about Fern learning to trust herself, and Stark, like, you know, like,
yeah.
What do you make of the way that the story's portraying the main cast here?
I think it's a very cool way to show like all the different ways and like avenues in which characters can develop, like not just power, but like you were saying, of like trusting herself, and for Fern, and confidence, which I mean, kind of the same thing for Stark. Part of it is showing Frieren's arc as like a teacher and mentor rather than just like a power hero.
And like a time enjoyer.
Yeah. Like it's showing that power isn't the only thing that matters, even to people with all of the power.
That's a good point, is like showing the subtleties of what matters to Frieren and what she chooses to spend her time about, even if she is this powerful.
Yeah, well, because it's very easy to say like, oh, power isn't everything if you don't have power, like duh. But it does kind of recontextualize how important the things that Frieren is doing, like instead of fighting all the time, versus the way that she fights, which is so much better than everyone else.
Yeah, I like and also the framing of a show that's taking place after the main quest is ended. Like, it's such a unique placement of the story, and they're following that up with unique placements of their characters within that story.
For sure.
Like, I like that part of the show's appeal, I think, is its uniqueness of approach to plot. Like, it's setting up things and then subverting a lot.
Super
and
true.
I'm excited to see more of like what this show unveils, and it feels like every episode, the previous episode, is given a nugget of information that you learn it was important next episode. Or episodes in the future. And like, I'm looking out now for that night form. They showed us like the husk of the night behind her as she took the technique. Like, who is that? Like, is that going to be the guy from the intro that's charging with a sword? I don't know. But we're going to have to see. But are we excited for episode 10 of Frieren?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.